What's up, guys? I'm Mike.
I'm Luke.
And today we're back reviewing all the green cards from One Piece OP09, the set you've been waiting for all year long. And of course, it's time. Let's do the Odyssey. our power level guide, of course. We rate every one of these cards so that everyone knows how we quantify cards here on the channel when we're doing these card reviews. We grade them on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being completely unplayable, 3 being the average card you see played in your decks. You're not necessarily happy about it, you're not building around it, but once your deck is at its like 30 card limit, you're more than happy to put these cards in. And of course, number 5 is absolutely top, cream of the crop, game warping cards. We're talking Gecko Borea. We're talking a card we just named in our red guide that we shot before this, and if you're watching this public right now, the red guide's up. Our other colors, though, are already up for all of our members to get access to videos up to 2 weeks early. So if you want to get some early access videos, you want to see all the videos now for the OP09 review, and you want to support the channel for our cool content we make here, consider becoming a member, getting all those perks, and help us out. We really appreciate it. But today we're on the green, and of course we have Lim. Yeah, it's definitely Lim.
Yeah.
There's no R, or there's no L, right?
Yeah.
Or it's one or the other. Anyway, translations are weird. But this is Lim from Odyssey. This is from the exclusive One Piece video game, One Piece Odyssey, that came out last year, 2 years ago.
I think about like it might be 3 actually. 2 or 3 years ago.
Crazy.
Might be 3.
So this there's more green cards than just these, but this is the new primary green archetypes. This is a green purple leader. Your character cards will appear in rested, so they enter rested. Activating once per turn, you may pay 3 of your Dawn to add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck rested. Then bring into play or play from your hand 1 Odyssey card, costs 5 or less. So a lot of these Odyssey cards have interaction with rested to undo the cost. It's super typo based. There are a few you can play out of the typos, and basically Odyssey is what's happening is you're reliving major moments of One Piece, not to replay the story, but the characters are actually actively reliving it through like memory cubes or wherever they are. So you have a lot of characters that normally are not played in the same archetype actually existing in the same archetype, and some can break out into like their Straw Hat, their Doflamingo archetypes as well. So it's a really cool concept. I mean, there's a whole 2K counter in here that works with the Straw Hats. It's a new Franky that got leaked today for OP10. It seems like pretty good in the green Straw Hat build. So really cool. Green Leader produces its own ramp, cheats up in the play. Come on, brother. I'm so in. Super typo lock though, so I'm gonna have to give it like a 3.5 as a leader.
Yes.
But I'm super in the cook.
Yeah, I'm fearing that this is going to be one of those RP Uta sort of things where you're kind of just restrained by your typo, right? Like RP Uta is kind of restrained by film, whereas I think Lim is going to be strangled by Odyssey. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case for this, but it is very interesting that you get to rest 3. So this effectively you want to go first, right? Or I mean, second's fine too.
I think the difference here,
second's probably better.
Like you're totally correct on like the base level assessment. I think the thing that Lim has going for her that puts her above is that RP Uta puts you down a card to use the effect and only ramps it on with interaction. This puts you up a card and up a character. So it's doing like iceberg shenanigans, right?
Wait, do you draw a card?
No, you ramp 1 Dawn and you play a 5 or less. But it comes with rest.
Well, yeah.
What are you ranking this card, Luke?
3. I'm giving it 3.
Let's go. So let's take a look at these cards. Now remember, we grade our cards individually. We don't really try to look at the wider card pool as much, except for like when it's generic, when it's not type locked, right? In this case, these are probably going to score a lot lower on average, the ones we're looking at for Odyssey, but they'll play higher. So we'll kind of try to contextualize that as we go along.
Yeah.
Aido is the other character from One Piece Odyssey. I think it's like Lim's protector or something like that. I played the game. It's a 9/9 that says when you declare. I assume this is when you declare an attack because it didn't translate.
Wait. Go to the next one.
Okay. It says when you enter battle, which I assume is when you declare an attack. Even though it didn't translate the text like this earlier. If your leader...
Is that when played? Okay.
No, it's definitely battle. If your leader has the characteristic Odyssey, activate 3 Dawn. Brother, that's already so good. I mean,
that's great.
It's a 9/9, so you can't cheat off the leader, but it's like you're already ramping, and it's like, cool, activate Dawn to attach. When your opponent attacks, you may once per turn rest a Dawn up to one of your leaders or characters gains 2,000 for the battle. So it generates 3 Dawn on attack. You can throw 2 on something else to attack, like your Lim Leader swing for 7 off Natty. That's nothing else involved. And then you keep 1 up, and you generate a 2K counter. That's crazy, dude.
That's pretty good.
Unfortunately, it only really works in the Odyssey deck. So I have to give it like a 2.53, probably 3. It's that good. It's a 3, but it's gonna play in this deck like it's like a 4, 4.5. I mean, with ramp, so you can ramp. Once per turn, you rest 3. So you go first. You go to 4. You untap, go to 6, go to 7. So you can play this on your third turn.
Third turn, and then it comes in rested, right?
No, fourth turn. You start on 1. Fourth turn, you start 1.
Okay. Yeah. So it comes in rested. It's a 9, so it's easy to defend, right? And then once it stands back up, all the rest of your leader ability is free, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
And I'm pretty sure there's other ways to untap Dawn in this deck. So I think usually you're gonna play this card and have 1 up from like other abilities you can sequence to activate the ability once it's already in play. Yeah, Usopp is a 4/5, but on play if you have 2 or more rested characters, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards to your hand. So you got your hand filtering right here. Still attacks, is a 4/5, can be cheated. So you just cheat in, filter 2. Pretty good. 4/5 green on play, draws 2, trashes 2, 2.5.
2.5.
Also Straw Hat traded, very important. So again, like you're gonna see a lot of these where it's like as you go on now, whenever these archetypes go into green, you're gonna have access to these tools now.
Yeah, and when this plays out first, in Lim, it counts itself as a rested card. So pretty
correct.
Good.
Yep. Crocodile. 4/5, 1 counter. If your leader has Odyssey, this character cannot be KO'd in battle with the leader.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think
so
it's like
the Uta effect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good in the sense that like this is the like in terms of like not generating value but generating board presence. This is the best thing to throw out with your first activation if you're going first, because your opponent will only have a 2-drop of anything. It's not going to be able to crack into this, right? So they can't swing on it with leader. So you just force them to take the life from your life.
It's looking pretty Frankenstein-y here.
It's the green lightning.
Yeah.
I don't think this card actually gets played, but it's cool design.
It's cool. I like it. I'm a big fan of Can't Be KO by leader. Ever since I started running Uta.
Yeah, my issue is like I definitely see a world because of how green works with like resting self activation and stuff like that, where like this gets played in a green Straw Hat. I don't understand how this could ever get played in Seven Warlords or Baroque Works, Croc stuff, right? Because it's like all Odyssey locked. Sakazuki, 6/7, Odyssey, Navy. On play, if you have 2 or more rested characters, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. And this is the other cool thing, right? We're in green, but we're getting card effects that are more relevant. Yeah, because this is not a rested one, which green normally does. This is anything. So like when you have Sakazuki, this is almost always 9 times out of 10 printed in black. We're getting the black effect. When we're getting cards that are 9 times out of 10 printed in purple, we're getting the purple effect, which is crazy.
Really cool. Very Swiss Army knife of this.
Can't be cheated in the play. Deck. That's the only downside. But
true.
I think getting the KO of 5 or less, just with a 6/7 is good. It has no counter though, so I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a straight 3. But I can see this thing playing with the ramp you generate within this deck and the card selection you generate in this deck, playing closer to a 4.
I like this card. I think it is a 3.5 because it's not Odyssey locked.
Sure.
You could splash this into a green deck if you really wanted to.
Oh shit! Wait, Green Navy's actually a thing now in set 10. That's right.
Oh,
wait. Actually, pause. Yeah, you're right. 3.5 easy. I totally forgot Green Smoker Navy is coming.
Jeez. I didn't even know that.
That's why this archetype is cool. Even outside of this leader now, everyone benefits from this existing.
Yeah.
Unless it's like cool. Croc styled, right? Like unless it's
this is just for this. So I like it. 3.5.
Next we got Sabo, the GOAT, 5/6 again. Will he block? No, he won't. Rev Army, Odyssey, when attacking once per turn. If you have 3 or more rested characters, draw 1 card.
The card they gave us one really good Sabo, and they decided, I don't know if you could have another.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. This one's worth a few. You have to pay it back, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this one's just pretty all right. There's the big thing you want to look for, in my opinion, is like what value are you getting when you're cheating these into play, or how easy are they to defend. So this being a 5/6, easier side, but you're not rewarded for playing it early. Because let's say you play it on your first activation on 3, right? You play it rested, you untap with it. You untap up to 6 Dawn. You now have to be able to play a 3 cost that comes in rested and activate leader, like on the cheap end, let's say, right?
Yep.
Or I have to like play like 2 Bonnies if you're somehow playing Supernova stuff, right? For example, so that you can actually get the value of this ability. Otherwise, there's no reason to play this card early. And in the late game, I don't know if we're looking to execute this in a meaningful way. I haven't seen the whole pool, but I feel like there's gotta be some better things to do.
Yeah, I agree. That when attacking makes this very awkward, especially with
If
the
it was
3
just
or more.
2, if it was just 2 or
Yeah.
more,
Then
I'd be
it'd be
down
good.
for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But 3 or more makes it a little rough.
Just a draw card feels bad. I mean, I get it, right? Like I feel like you're pre-swinging and then you see this and then you swing again. I don't know.
Like the difference between 2 or more is literally you just activate leader effect and turn sideways and you're just drawing free cards.
Yeah.
Right? And that's crazy.
I can see the tempo being like you play this first, you play something next, and then you play and then you have an existing character from the first turn.
Sure.
And then you pre-play this next, and then on the turn where this is able to attack, you can then swing with that first character and then play another character so that comes in rested, and then you attack with this. You now have 3 or more resting.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna give this
that's
like
awkward.
a 3, 2.5, 3 because it's not locked.
Okay.
My only argument against that though, right, is that in that sequence you're playing 9 Aido. You're on 9 at that point. So like that's my thing. It's like it's not strong enough for me to not want to just play the top end piece at that point.
I feel like you do that because you
Oh
want
no,
to
he
draw
has
to
rested.
audio,
Sorry, I just remembered. Lim forces everything rested.
Correct. Yes. That's
Yeah, not just with the effect. Not just with the effect. Is what I'm saying. So actually, no, you can play the IDO and still draw with it. That's my point. Because it'll force the IDO rested.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I was thinking in my head you had to cheat them into becoming rested. I just forgot for a moment.
No,
so I'm
no,
like,
no.
oh, I want to play IDO because he's better to establish on board. But he'll come in rested.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
three, high 3. Easy.
Mid 3 for me. Yeah. Mid.
Sure.
Straight down.
Sanji 5/6, straw hat, 1k counter, 1 KO. You can add 1 card from top or bottom of your life to your hand. Then play up to one character with the characteristic of Odyssey or straw hat, but it costs a 4 or less from your trash rested. This card is sick.
Cool.
It's also not locked.
Yeah.
So like green straw hat deck, you're just like, I'll poop out some value if you kill me.
True. Yeah.
Get it on playability,
yeah.
brother. Wait, hold on. Cooking. Give me your thoughts, but I'm cooking.
Okay. 1 KO'd. It's fine. I think it's like a fine card. I think it's a 3.
Sorry, still
Wait,
cooking.
red green. Oh wait, red green Luffy. Wait.
Yeah, red green Luffy, film Luffy variants. Red green Law can play this and straw hat package.
Wait. Kind of cool.
Yeah, you're seeing the vision.
Yes, I'm seeing the vision.
Okay,
yeah,
ready?
I'm seeing the vision now.
Now let me see if this works. Hold on, I finally found the filter that I needed. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You seeing the vision? Does not say on your turn.
Oh.
So you can cheat this back into play and film and then search immediately.
And then
So then you're up a card. Your opponent
Ooh.
wasted an attack or a KO, and you're up a card.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty
brother.
cool.
Oh, sorry. Wait, you're up 2 cards because you don't trash the life. You
Yeah.
add it.
You add
Ooh, cooking. 3, but plays like a 4.
Yeah. Pretty sick.
Toy Chopper. This is one of the ones that is real good. 3/4 1k counter at the end of your turn. Activate one of your characters with Odyssey. It costs 4 or less.
Cool.
So you can just set shit up, start rolling.
Yeah, that's sick.
I think there's a blocker this interacts with. You can also like you pre-play it early, right? And then like once you're playing your stuff, they're not exposed to being attacked down immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish it was 5 or less. 5 or less would push this, but 4 or less, like we'll take it, you know.
This is Odyssey Bartolomeo. It's kind of cool.
Better.
You don't have to rest yourself, so that's sick.
Yeah, it's actually just better. It's also animal type. It's also a straw hat package. So it does stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Also targets itself. So like it just breaks itself the second it comes in.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. 2.5.
I think it's 2. I don't know. 3/4 is still pretty bad.
3/4, Supernova, Heart Pirates, Odyssey, all the card types, brother. When played, you may return one of your characters to your owner's hand, and then play one character with the characteristic Odyssey, and 3 costs or less, other than Law. So it's kind of similar to the 2/3 film Law. You know, it's cool though. I think it's pretty neat.
I think it's neat.
It's a 2.5. It's another like tech card, like the excuse me, Chopper.
Yeah. It's funny because you could just tech the Chopper, right? It's like it's fine.
But hey, it looks like it's a 4 though. You look at this card, you're like, that must be a 4.
Looks cool. 2.
Cool.
2.
This is one of the better ones too. 5/6 Don Quixote, Doflamingo, Odyssey, 7 Warlords, and Don Quixote Pirates. So like it's already in an established green archetype, and then 7 Warlords, which is another great archetype. Obviously has blocker, and then at the end of your turn, if you have 2 or more rested characters, activate this character. So you can just play this in Dofi.
So it's a blocker, right?
You can just play this in Dofi straight up. Like you can like chain together, so you can like attack with this, attack with your other 5/6 that has the Dawn restand one, right? And then you just activate this first while there's more while they're both rested, and it goes active, and the other one checks with the Dawn and it goes active.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, this is like a 3.5. You cheated the play, and then you're like you, and also this one also unrests itself, right? So this is your second activation. You already have a character on board, so you attack. You cheat in the play, comes in rested, and then it comes in active and blocks.
Yep. Yeah. In Lim, right? Is what you're saying?
In Lim. Yeah, in Lim.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. I mean, I feel like what's the point of a blocker that comes in rested, right? So, it's good that this one breaks from that. That's cool. Yeah.
Wait, did you rate it?
3. I give it a 3.
Give it a 3. Oh, Rosie boy, here's a 3/4 with blocker. When your opponent attacks once per turn, activate this character, which is pretty sick because this one requires this one beats harder, right? But it requires setup. But like this one, if your opponent blows up the board and keeps the Rosinante, you're just blocking. Yeah,
really cool. Like he just like zombie modes up and then dies for you.
Hey, JoJo walks up to you, brother.
Yeah.
This one I think, even though it's like in the category of the tech pieces, I do think this is the strongest tech piece. It also has Navy and not Quixote Pirates, and it's not Odyssey locked. So I'm actually gonna give this a 3.5 because like just green Navy, I can see playing this card. Just be this is off like knowing that like this is the design protocol. I mean, listen, 3/4 no cost activate blocker. Like I know we try to keep it in the context. At lowest, it's a 3, but the flexibility of this card to be attacker blocker with no additional like value into it is, I think, crazy.
I mean, you have to invest the 1 Dawn, right, to make it a lethal attacker.
Oh, lethal attacker. Yeah, sure.
Yes, yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. 2.5, high 2.5.
You hate you smiled when he died. Look at this card out, brother.
That's pretty cool.
Nico Robin, 4/5.
Real good focal points.
Guys, I'm gonna be real. I'm being way too up on this card because I love Rosinante and Law. This card's really good. Don't count it out. Nico Robin, 4/5. Straw Hat Odyssey. When played, if you have 2 or more rested characters, all your characters with Odyssey or Straw Hat cannot be KO'd until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Oh, by effects, that's sick. Okay.
Yes.
No, that's a good card.
That's a good card. That's a good card.
That's a really
This is a 3.5. This is a 3.5 easy.
That's a high 3.5. That is 4 territory. That's a good card.
Like you need 2 rested characters. In limits easy, but in like a green tempo deck, it's like you're gonna want to attack out aggro, and they're like, cool, you have to attack them back. Like easy.
That's a good card.
Yeah, it's a good card.
That's a good.
That's a good text. That's a good image.
Yep,
that's a good girl.
That's good. Yep.
Moving on.
Yep.
Perona. We have a 1/2 Perona. This is actually not Odyssey. This is just new Thriller Bark support.
I was about to say this is about to be ass. Like.
No, this is new Thriller Bark support. It's also Kingdom of Shakir, which I believe is the Dracula Mihawk
yes,
one, right? Okay, cool.
Yep.
One play, look at top 5 and reveal a Thriller Bark or Dracula Mihawk. And it checks top 5, which is crazy. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck. Oh, they need to discard a card. That's why. They need to discard a card. But it's also 2K counter. So honestly, guess what? This is the surprise 3.5 searcher for me. It's a 2K counter. It checks 5. It picks 2. And uses the discard a card. Like it's a filter, but it's a 2K counter in hand.
Really good. That's pretty good. That's that searcher that Perona needed for like this whole time, right? So.
Yep. I'm gonna just throw out my prediction here. It's the perfect time to do it on camera. They are going to make an SP Gecko Moria, and they are going to errata it on that print. That is what they're gonna do. If they do not do it, Bandai, I beg you, just give us 2 sets without black if you're not gonna do it, okay? Black doesn't need more cards. Thank you,
Amazing.
Thank you. With peace and love.
Yeah, that's
also, this art looks great.
That's sick. Yeah. That's really cool. Perona art is so good.
Porcus DAs, my boy.
Porcus DAs.
Here, goated 2K counter, 5/5 symmetrical on play. Oh, wipe your pirates, obviously. On play, if you have 2 or more characters in rest, up to one of your opponent's characters that costs 5 or less is entering rest. So you play it, and then if you have one other thing, you rest something. But it is your 2K counter, right? So it's like not supposed to be aggressively played. It's played as like a tempo piece. So so really, it's a 3 cost rest something.
Yeah.
3 cost rest something is pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's fine.
3.
It's a fine fair 2K. Yeah, 3.
This is like the average. Like I'm excited to play this 2K,
Yeah.
so for me it's a 3. Can we talk about how Chopper's just on fire?
He's just.
What is that?
He's not on fire. He's just like
My boy!
he's just paralyzed.
They're
He's
massacring my boy!
They needed you to be able to see that he was there too.
No shot, brother. He could have been on Frankie's shoulder. Look how much room there is.
That's true. There's a lot
Brother,
of room
that's
on Frankie's
crazy.
shoulder. I think because of scale wise, he would look itsy bitsy on Frankie's shoulder.
Monkey D. Luffy is a 5/6 1K counter. Odyssey, Supernova, Straw Hat, all the types. On play, if you have 2 or more characters in rest, put up to one of your opponent's characters with 6 cost or less into rest. So it's ace, but this is the actual aggressive version. You get a 5/6 out of it. You get a 6 cost rest. It's fine. It's a 3.
Yeah.
It doesn't care about Odyssey, which is why I'm giving it 3. If it cared about Odyssey, I'd give it 2.5.
Yeah, so much of my head is hurting trying to like rate these things because I'm like, this is clearly made for the deck, right? And I'm like, I'm trying to make it graded outside of that parameter, but like.
Well, I mean, listen, it's Supernova Straw Hat, so you can already play it in any deck that plays Searcher Body. So you can just have Searcher Body on board and then play it.
Yeah.
And with another attacker, obviously, you know.
Sure. Yeah, that's a 3. Yeah. Put up to one
It's
of your
just fine.
characters. Cost of 6 or less into rest is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Guess what? Plays in the new Law deck.
That's true.
5/6
pretty
Supernova.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out.
This archetype is breaking your brain. I can see it
This
happening.
archetype is breaking my brain because.
Especially because
the
me and
idea-
Dean are like telling you that it's actually secretly cooking. And you're
I mean,
like,
maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, like, I can. Dean will say that something is secretly cooking, and then a week from now, just be like, "No, it's ass." So like, it's different, right? But like, I'm trying to. Okay, so like, basically, this archetype is showing me here's a bunch of these cards that protect themselves and the board state or something when they're like covering for other rested things that are on the board, right? And I'm like, okay, and your only backswinger is the cards you played before and your leader, right? And the idea is to like stall out your opponent's board to what end, basically? And we saw audio already, so I'm just kind of like,
So if I can ease your mind a bit, it's like the green purple Dofi thing where you're leveraging the engine, but then you're leveraging it into like other green and purple stuff. Like you're not you're not trying to run like 80% Odyssey, you're trying to run like 60% Odyssey.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Lim! I almost said a rim again.
Lim.
Don't make me make the joke. They're trying to make me make the joke, Luke.
It's a bad joke. It's a very bad.
They're trying to make me say it, Luke.
If I can think of what the joke is, it's not
They
good.
want me to say it, and I can't say it.
That's the demon.
Rim joke! 3/5 Odyssey. On play, look top 5 of your deck, reveal up to one Odyssey character other than Rim. Add it to your hand, place the rest on the bottom. But at the end of turn, if you have 3 or more rested characters, you get to set as active.
Cool.
Yeah, 3/5 Searcher.
Cool.
They're always fine. 3 on this one because it's like not the most exciting otherwise. Especially when you remember you're gonna play it rested in the deck you're playing in.
It feels weird because she's supposed to be the only one awake.
Yes, correct. So I feel like I feel like she should have the ability just says ignore your leader ability or just activate on play.
Yeah.
Like so you on play resolve leader.
But then you could just cheat it out, right? That feels like you cheat out a 3/5 and it's already too. I mean,
yeah, but you're paying 3 for it. You're paying 3. You're not really cheating.
Sure. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You are paying 3 for it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
3.
3. Yeah.
3. Alt art. This alt art is really cute though.
That alt art's good.
This gives me, dude. Why did I just realize this now?
What's up?
This one, these are 2 different people. First of all, let's be real. 2 different people. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Second of all, this is the girl who gets murked from Kirito's first party in Sword Art Online.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes, 100%. She sings Merry Christmas for sure.
Oh, she sings Merry Christmas really well.
Yeah.
Rob Lucci user 4/6 vanilla. I mean, you can cheat it. You know, CP9. CP9, yay! CP9.
Cool. All right.
Then we have the curse screen cam
bad.
events, dude. I don't know why they thought they were like, yo, we're really gonna sell them on this game, showing us how dog this game looks.
Oh, dude. The worst part about this is this game didn't look bad until I looked at these cards. You know what I mean? Like the game when I was playing it for like a little bit was like, this is fine.
It looks this bad.
I
dude.
thought it was okay. I thought it was
Did you play it handheld on your Switch when it's like shrunk?
I played it on PS5 on my
There's no shot.
TV.
There's no shot, brother.
Yeah, I played like the first like couple of missions, so I know like a little bit.
So the cool thing about all these, I think except for maybe one, is that they're all like combo attacks where you're like allies. So this Gum Gum, 4 Trees, Jet Cross, Shock, Bazooka.
Yes,
which is a lot to say, to say the least.
Yeah.
It is a 1-cost counter event that says if your leader has Odyssey, you have 2 or more rested characters. Your character, or up to one of your characters or leaders gets 2,000 for the turn. Trigger KO 4 less. Rested.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's serviceable. I wouldn't say it's good.
Yeah. It is locked into Odyssey. So
I think what's really good about it that makes it like so we rank these individually, right? I would give us a 2. What makes this card play closer to a 3.5 though, I think in the deck, is because your things are entering rested, your opponent's gonna be able to swing on them whenever and just force your card advantage. So giving blanket 2K for the turn is actually more powerful than giving a 4K. Because your opponent is incentivized to swing into like your 5K that came in rested multiple times. It's just came rested multiple times. So this actually I think outs the tempo in a better way where it makes sense, but in a vacuum it's not great.
It being able to target characters is also pretty good because all your characters come in.
Totally.
Rested, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And it's a 1 cost. 2.5.
More
2.5.
than me. That's crazy.
Yeah. 2.5 because it's type of locked. So.
All right, we got Lightning Spear, Flip, Worldly Desire, Phoenix Shot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah, this is a 3-drop main event. If you have 2 or more rested characters, KO an opponent's character costs 4 or less. Trigger put up to one of your opponent's characters costs 4 or less than the rest.
Oh, that's caca, dude. That's bad, dude. That's bad, bro.
Yeah, it's not great. This is like also
this is a 1.
This is a 1 point. It's a 1.5.
Okay.
Oh no, 2 or more rested characters. I forgot about that point. Yeah, no, this is a 1. Unplayable. Yeah, even in this deck, this seems awful. Like if it was like green, black, and you have reduction, I feel a lot better about a lot of these cards.
If this is a 5 or less, okay, we'll talk, right?
I'm saying in general though, like because it's doing the green interact with like cost-based stuff, where it's like, you know, if we can play black and I can interact with like cost, like the cost number, if it was black green, it'd be one thing. But being purple green just makes this thing like feels so bad in a lot of cases.
This is just caca. I'm not even gonna entertain
this one was never making the cut, brother.
Yeah.
Soul of Franky, Wind Speed Meter, Boxing Mourning Sword.
You know what? I take it back, dude. You know, I'm actually gonna run all these events. I'm going to say the name in locals. Like, we're doing that.
Your card does not resolve if you do not say the full name.
Yeah, exactly.
1 cost counter event, Straw Hat. They're all Straw Hat. I don't know if I'm saying that. Counter up to one of your leaders or characters gets 2,000 for the battle, and then afterwards, if you have Odyssey and you have 2 or more rested characters, you can set 2 as active.
I was too busy reading that title again. Hold on. What?
Trigger put up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less into rest.
Okay.
So it's a 1-drop 2K counter, and then if you have Odyssey, you can activate 2 rested characters if you have 2 or more rested characters. So you can't activate 1. You have to be able to activate 2.
Yeah. This is actually unironically one of the better cards in this.
Totally.
Yeah.
That being said, it's still a 2.
2 to 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, where did Franky get all the extra hands from?
It's doing that like the multiple punch thing.
Oh, is that, man? This game's graphics are great, man.
I mean, like, you're gonna have to draw. This was just such
a choice. They couldn't even get like a good screen cap of this, dude. Like,
you're gonna have to draw it or animate it like that anyway.
No, but I'm saying,
I
know, but I'm saying like this is the best way they could show us this on a card in a still frame. I mean, this is the best way, brother.
The best way would be not showing me that at all. So whatever.
Yep, and that's unfortunately all of the green cards in this set. Guys,
such a good color.
Let us know what you think about green in OP09.
Or in general, have they had a good day recently? Has anybody checked on their green player friend recently?
Honestly, it's been rough. I will say though, this isn't cope. This is real. All the cards that have come out since being spoiled for like 10 and stuff like that are dramatically better than the average card they're in this set. So like the ability of the deck is definitely going up. It's like opposite of Dragon, or River Army stuff, where they printed River Army stuff. There was like one good card, but this kept printing a bunch of like, why are you, this is just filler. Nothing is solving the problems. You're just making new decks that have new problems in it. They are actively printing in pieces into the deck, which like feels good. Whether we will get to a point where it actually matters, I don't know. But it's not like the usual thing where it's like, here's a brand new archetype that isn't really rooted in the main storyline of One Piece. So there's a limited number of people we can make, and we did it wrong the first time, and there's no going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.